What's up everybody? This is Coach Steven here at Fit Results, and I want to go over 3 ways to improve your squat and make it better than it might be already. So we have a kettlebell hip flexor smash, which we're going to use to smash the hip flexors in there, your psoas and your iliacus. We're going to foam roll our IT band, which connects from the top of the hip all the way down to the knee. And we are going to do a deep plate squat, holding a plate out in front of us and helping our ankles stretch out a little bit. So first thing is we're going to get on the ground. The kettlebell handle should be facing away from your body. The bell should be on the inside. So we're gonna go on the inside of our hip bone here, right? Where that iliacus and that psoas is. So you can kind of feel around there a little bit. So gently let your body drop onto that kettlebell. The other knee is up at 90. You might have to move around here a little bit. You'll know when you find it. Now the goal is to let your body rest and dig into the kettlebell. Deep breaths. After about 30 to 45 seconds, my back foot that's in back of me, I'm gonna use it to push me forward and back, which will allow a little bit more of a dynamic movement in there. So that hip flexor, which is responsible for flexing that hip, this will allow those 2 hip flexors to give each other a little bit more movement on that squat. So that's number 1. The second one is going to be IT band, foam rolling the IT band. We have 2 foam rollers here. We have a softer one and a harder one. If you're not used to doing this, I would go with the softer one. So, IT band, which is from the top of the hip down to the knee. We don't want to foam roll the side of the knee or the actual hip, just under it. So you can find a bunch of spots here to hit. So you're going to get the side leg down on that foam roller. The other foot is going to be here, flat on the ground. Your forearm is also going to be flat on the ground. It's gonna hurt a little bit. So find a spot, do your best to breathe, not make as many funny faces, and you can use that foot also to push you back and forth here, okay? So this can help take tension off that might be on the side of that knee or up top on that hip. All right, so that right there was number 2. The next one we're gonna be doing in a standing position. So a lot of the time, if we have a forward lean, we can't get down too low. It's our ankles which are tight. So this will kind of help us dorsiflex in a position. I like using a 25-pound plate because a 10-pound plate usually doesn't have enough height to get us good dorsiflexion there, and a 45-pound is too much. So 25-pound plate on the ground, you're gonna get your heels on the plate, a little bit closer than a regular squat, a little bit about hip width or a little more. This here is gonna help me stand tall. I'm gonna start by pushing my hips back and down, and I'm gonna bring my hamstring to my calf. That's an easy place to remember. Now, when you're here, what you can do is help open your hip up. You can actually push this knee out, opening the hip, or I can just sit here, hamstring at that calf. And if I'm gonna do this for reps, I can stay here for about 10 to 15 seconds, power up, squeeze the glutes at the top here, and start by pushing and coming back down for about 10 to 15 seconds. But feel free to hold this position as long as you want, minute, 2 minutes. I'm sure as you improve on this movement here, you'll be able to go for a while. So that right there are 3 movements if you want to improve your squat. So let's go out there and get squatting, y'all.